Assalamualaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So here topic we are going to discuss it is the general properties of nitrogen and phosphorus. So the nitrogen and phosphorus both are the elements from group 5A and both are having 5 electrons in their valence shell and they require more 3 electrons to complete their octet. On the other hand, the phosphorus and nitrogen both are basically non-metals and they have some resemblance because they are in the same group, and when the elements are in the same group they have the same chemical properties. Because when we have a look on the chemical properties, they just depends upon the number of electrons that are present in the valence shell. So the both are having 5 electrons in their valence shells, so that's why their chemical properties are similar in one way. Now what are the main properties of nitrogen and phosphorus? Before that, we must know that what type of element is it. The atomic number of nitrogen is here 7. Its atomic weight is almost 14.07, so we just take it as 14. The symbol is capital N. Its electronic configuration is like the helium, so if I just write its complete electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. So this is its valence shell. The name is given as the nitrogen. Then what is acidic and basic characteristics? It is basically hardly or we can say that strongly acidic in nature, and its crystal structure is basically hexagonal. It is hexagonal in nature, and likewise its physical state, it is present in the gaseous state, and the percentage of nitrogen that is present in the atmospheric air, it is almost 78%. So this was a simple overview about nitrogen, and that color is just showing that it is a non-matter. After non-nitrogen, we have the phosphorus. Phosphorus is also a non-metal. It belongs to group 5A. Its atomic number is 15. The symbol we used, it is P, and the name is given as phosphorus. Now its electronic configuration is likewise the neon, in which the neon is having total 10 electrons. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p3. The valence shell contains 5 electrons in its valence shell. Its atomic weight or the mass number is 30.9, so we can round off it to 31. And its acidic basic properties, it is weakly acid in nature, and its crystal structure is basically cubic, and its physical state, that is 20 degrees Celsius or 225 degrees Celsius, it is basically in the solid state. This solid line just shows that it is a solid, and that color just shows it is a non-metal. Now what are the other main properties of the nitrogen and phosphorus as a non-metal? So first we have the properties of nitrogen. The percentage of nitrogen that is present in our atmosphere, it is 78%. We just look if the simple partition of the air in this atmosphere, in which the 20 or 78% is of nitrogen, the 21% of the oxygen gas, 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and the other is just some portion of other rare gases that are making up the Earth's atmosphere. Now, the nitrogen, it is basically colorless, odorless, tasteless, and non-toxic gas. So we can also check its non-toxicity bef before this. It is present in the air and it is non-toxic at all until any other substance is not going to react with this. And it is odorless and also tasteless in nature. The boiling point of the nitrogen is minus 320 degrees Celsius, and in Fahrenheit it is minus 196. Now it is non-flammable, means it do not catches the fire. The last one is it will not support the life because it is not used for the process of respiration. It just work in the one cycle which is called as the nitrogen cycle. that maintains the nutrients in the earth's surface or in the soil. Last one, it is gas and slightly lighter than the air. Here you can see that this is the liquid nitrogen. It is colorless, odorless, and tasteless at all. So this was the simple properties of nitrogen. After this nitrogen, we have the properties of phosphorus. So the phosphorus is basically a non-metal. It belongs to group 5A, contains just 5 electrons in its valence shell. So elemental phosphorus, which is present in the element, it can exist in basic its two forms. The first one is white phosphorus and red phosphorus. So basically these are called as its allotropes, in which the one is red and the other is white phosphorus. Now these red and white phosphorus, due to its high reactivity, this phosphorus is not found as a free element state on the earth. It is always found in the combined state. On the other hand, it is widely distributed in many minerals and mainly phosphates. On the other hand, the phosphorus also exists in the form of different oxides, different halides, and it also exists in the form of different types of the minerals over the earth crust. So it is reactive as compared to the nitrogen, because nitrogen was simply unreactive. Now the phosphorus, according to its properties, as it has 3s and 3p orbitals, so they are only involved in the bonding when it is having bond with other substances, and it forms mostly likely to be the covalent bond with the other non-metals. So this was a simple overview about properties of the nitrogen and phosphorus. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. The next topic that we will discuss, it is the occurrence of the group 5 elements, that where do they exist in nature. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.